Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do this the best way I can, to be honest. On the bright side, my mouth feels better. You know, they finally fixed some of my teeth today, and I don't have to worry about my tongue being cut, and I can talk in a clear voice. I still have to be careful eating, but I am now well enough to do this review. Now, I know the show's taped. I didn't read any spoilers because I've said it's in the SmackDown review. I just don't read spoilers. And what was I going to expect from Raw tonight? Oh boy. I'm wearing this shirt, so I haven't done that in a while. I'm sure you know what delete means, as in the show. And what do I have to say about Monday Night Raw? I don't know what day this was taped. I heard this was taped the same day as SmackDown, if I'm not mistaken. Was it 10, 9, 8? Yeah, I think this was taped the same day. I'm not really sure if it wasn't that. That's what I heard from several people. When it has to do with SmackDown, and there's a lot of things that don't make sense on this damn show, and we're gonna get into this tonight. And someone said, "Oh, don't do a review. Just forget about it. Don't watch the show." And I was gonna see how bad the show was from my own eyes. Okay, and don't get me wrong, I was late watching the show anyways coming in, so I had to play catch up mode. But what did we expect from here? We did kick it off with Becky Lynch, who came out. She was going to be the partner for Charlotte, since Natalya could not make it for this match with Charlotte due to family obligations. Let me say this. Okay, so you replace her with Becky, right? And just say fuck Natalya and just forget about her whole title shot. Even though she was the one that got the pinfall. I'm sorry, that made Asuka tap out last week, but could you not move the match to next week, maybe, or to a later date, if you know Natalya can't make it due to family I don't know what family obligations, but that's her own personal business. But if you know she has family obligations, why are you still doing a match? Because you got Becky coming out doing this promo, and by the way, you have only two commentators tonight, Jerry Lawler and Vic Joseph. Good luck. D.L. Madden was still taken out due to the whole Brock Lesnar thing. Becky came out saying the man is back in Manchester. Talk about, she started training in the UK when she was 15 years old, and that made her more hungrier and everything for competition. And now she is here today as the man. She feels alive and well, and she's never gonna stop running her mouth or slapping heads. And only one thing she fears in her life is not being the greatest. But she wants to be the Becky 2 belts again and beat the Kabuki Warriors to become the tag team champions. And talked about she's not worried about Baszler or, Bayley or anything, because she's going to be ready at Survivor Series. So, a good Becky Lynch promo. Fans were with it. But, one thing, let me say this. So, why are we putting Becky and Charlotte back together? Didn't these two not face each other not that long ago? And it was just weird because, they're all cool now, which they didn't really, shake hands and do that much, but it wasn't really any tension. We've seen Charlotte and Becky face each other for, God knows how long in the past year or two now, but now we're just randomly teaming up together because Natalya can't make the match. You could have just pushed the title match to another time, like I said a minute ago. Why are you doing it like this? I don't get it. So, just fuck Natalya. She's not even going to get a title shot. We'll just throw Becky out there, and she'll team with Charlotte, even though she's fought this girl so many times and has beef. But it's almost like that they all forgot about that. Asuka and Kairi came out then, pretty much right after the Kabuki Warriors. This was a good match. I enjoyed it. It was actually a good tag match. Shayna Baszler watched from ringside. She watched what was going on. Fans chanting NXT. The match came back on then. Becky was pretty much going in. Pretty much taking down, Kairi Sane. Baszler climbed to the ropes. Bayley came from out of nowhere. Pulled her off the apron. Baszler pretty much beat up Bayley. Next thing you know, Asuka, I believe, rolled up Becky to retain the tag titles. Becky tried to go after Baszler, but she got away. Bayley pretty much attacked Becky right after throwing her into the wall as Baszler pretty much walked off then from that. Number one, Bayley is still the third wheel, but at least she's actually doing something to make her seem important, because most of the time we've seen her through this is either A, it's almost like she's became non-existent in this match, or B, she keeps getting her ass kicked most of the time. But at least she got something on here tonight and beat up one of them, because I'm like, oh, Bayley's here. She gets dropped by Baszler. But then next thing you know, she takes out Becky then right after. So at least Bayley did something to keep herself in the loop throughout this whole thing. Ricochet was talking to Randy Orton, which was attacked by last week. He was talking to him. Humberto Carlos standing there. The OC was talking about him until Ricochet pretty much told him to start gaining up on him. They called, oh, it's Mr. Superhero. Which is kind of funny. And it says, the OC, you would love to take out the OC handicap match. Is that what's going to happen? WWE officials ain't going to allow it. Why don't you go find a third partner then, with Mr. RKO? But next thing you know, Randy Orton pretty much ran up and said, you know what? Okay, you don't got to look that far. Mr. RKO is right here. Next, Drew McIntyre versus Sin Cara. Sin Cara got no televised entrance, by the way. Which, if you do not know about Sin Cara today, Sin Cara pretty much asked for his release today, and there was no Catalina out there with him too. I felt this match was random against Drew McIntyre. But yes, Sin Cara, like I said, Sin Cara, he asked for his release, to what I have heard. I know he went on a long statement about it. Pretty much says he just wanted to do more. He's tired of sitting around the back. He feels like he's going nowhere in his career, pretty much. And I guess he's still tired of getting paid. So I don't know how many people this is that want to release from WWE, because to be honest, he wasn't really doing nothing beforehand. So I don't know if they'll let him go, because I know they don't want nobody going to AEW really, but or any company in general, especially AEW. But I don't know, man. Sin Cara, I don't. It's not like I don't hate Hunico. Hunico, Mystico. It's Hunico that's under the mask, by the way, not Mystico. But I don't know, man. Just excuse me. I don't know where they're going. What's gonna happen with Sin Cara, but honestly, like I said before, he wasn't really doing nothing, and now I just think at this point they're just probably gonna try to punish him from here and not keep him on TV. And, they're just going to, just job him out, because they already put him in that lopsided feud with Almas, and that didn't go nowhere. And I guess they sent Catalina back down to, the Performance Center NXT, I'm assuming so. But Sin Cara, though, announcing his release and everything, I'm sure they don't like that. So they're probably just going to job him out, or just not use him on TV. Or else they really let him go. I don't know, but I don't really blame Sin Cara to really doing that. He wasn't doing anything. He really wasn't, okay? He was dead or buried most of the time. And I'm not going to go into a whole history thing of him, since this whole thing has been a failure since kind of the beginning in general. But I don't know. And Drew McIntyre there, I don't even know why they got McIntyre facing him. There's another guy that's just kind of spinning his wheels right now. They got nothing for that guy right now. So McIntyre, I got no clue what they're doing with him. He's just got nothing going on, okay? Nothing. All right? But we'll get to him soon. Eric Rowan was talking to something in a box, peekaboo, and I don't know, like hide and seek, or there's a baby. I don't know what he was talking to, Eric Rowan. R-Truth came out. I guess he was in a match for the 24/7 title against both the Singh brothers. It looked like it was a match going on, but next thing you know, the Singh brothers ended up running off with the title. Truth chased them. I guess they ran into the women's locker room. Truth wasn't about to go in there. Singh brothers pretty much got out of the women's locker room. Then they ran to another room. The lights was dark, and then next thing you know, Eric Rowan was there. He beat the hell out of both of them and threw a couch at them. R-Truth walked in. He looked around. He says, "Y'all need privacy. I'm going to turn the lights off." I don't know where this 24/7 thing's going. I don't get the Singh brothers why they walk like crabs sometime. It's now if Eric Rowan is now part of this too, by God, good luck for you, okay? I don't know. I just don't know, all right? I don't know. Good luck to Eric Rowan, because I'm going to get back to him in a minute, because if he's part of this 24/7 thing, that proves my point. They had nothing for Eric Rowan this whole time. Next, yes, Seth Rollins came out. He talked about what happened last week and talked about he lost the title. He said this is a finicky crowd, as Vic Joseph and Jerry Lawler said. But Rollins talked about Triple H wanted him to come back to NXT, but he showed his true colors at the end of the night and everything. But Raw is his home. This is Monday Night Rollins, and NXT were bringing fight to y'all. People chanting NXT, and Lawler said these fans are really finicky out here. And he pretty much talked about Triple H wanting him to come to NXT and everything, but that's not gonna happen, like I just said before. And he said he's the best wrestler on the planet, which I sat there and laughed at for almost 5 minutes, by the way, hearing that statement. And then he says, I'll challenge anybody in the UK right now. Come on, anybody comes out. Next thing you know, Imperium walks out, and who do you see? Walter, the United Kingdom champion himself. Walter, people chanting Walter. And he says, here we are. He says the UK champion, and Imperium is restoring honor to the sport. And he said the ring is scared of him. He told Rollins that in the US it means nothing because he's not safe from this NXT takeover. Pretty much Seth said that you're the best, huh? You and that little title around your waist, getting the ring right now. So I'm sure people got mad about him saying that. But we got to see Walter versus Seth Rollins, which I was kind of interested to see, to be honest. Which unfortunately didn't go that long, and it was fun while it lasted. But and of course, Imperium got in. They attacked Seth Rollins. Street Profits ran out there, and then Kevin Owens, honestly, where in God's name has Kevin Owens been ever since he did a stunner like 3 weeks ago? Pretty much Team Raw. What does this go? You say it goes into an 8-man. This may have stopped. And it didn't. Okay, I think I'm doing good on this today. But yes, as I said about the tag match, it was Imperium versus Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and Street Profits. Then right after, impromptu 8-man tag. But yes, an 8-man tag match, as I said. This didn't really go that long. I know some people are going to be pissed that Imperium lost this match, number one, and ended up with Rollins in the curb stomp on Alexander Wolf. So, Team Raw got the win. I know a lot of people in the UK may be pissed because it's like, okay, you got the NXT UK champion out here, and he's the one he's not taking a pinfall, but his whole group is taking a pinfall. I know Walter didn't take it, but, they really be taking any L's on Monday Night Raw right now. I know some people are going to be pissed about that. I will say one thing about this match, though. This dude, freaking Montez Ford, man, that motherfucker can fly. I said it before, man, that dude can fly. When he hit that dive on the outside of the freaking ring, that just onto Walter outside. He didn't even look like he overshot it and hit the broadcast table right there, like his back. But it looked like he just got back in the ring like a couple minutes later after they won and just started shaking the ropes like the Ultimate Warrior for almost like 2 whole minutes, proving that he was okay. But I said before, man, Montez Ford, that dude be flying high. Like, he be flying real high, and the way he just kind of landed on the table, that was deadly. That looked deadly. Okay, so that was one thing I could take away from that match, that move right there. Almas, thank God he's not facing Sin Cara again this week when against Cedric Alexander. That was an okay match, but they only had 3 minutes out there really, and then of course Vega has to get involved, grabbing Cedric's leg. Almas hit his back fist thing, and then he hammerlock DDT, and it was over. Almas at least get wins, but I don't really know where he's going right now. Cedric, I don't know at the same time either. Aleister Black, once again, sitting in the dark boiler room somewhere with his vest on, talked about riddles, and I spoke to you in riddles and everything, but let me talk to you about secrets. How it's all going to come together, and we're all going to know what you have done And he said, someone's going to come to my door and pick a fight with me. So, yes, Black, once again, who does nothing and just waits for someone to pick a fight with him. Will someone ever pick a fight with this man? Please? Pick a fight with this man? Where? Can he make it out the boiler room? How long has he been in? Well, he wasn't in a suit this time, but he had a dark vest on. He had a suit vest on. Will he ever wrestle on this show? Will he? I don't know what he does anymore. He just sits in a dark room. Who wants to pick a fight with him? I showed a video package for Veterans Day. By the way, today is Veterans Day. Let me point that out. Next is probably the worst. And good God Almighty, I mean the worst segment of the night or the year that I had no idea what the fuck was happening. And I don't know how much of this was edited out. And maybe I need to hear some of the real chants live, because I know this show was taped. But this Lana and Bobby Lashley thing. Holy fucking shit. Okay, where do I begin here? Lana comes out. She talks almost 200 miles per minute. And she pretty much said that she cheated on Rusev, and that the crowd should not judge her, and that she had sex with Bobby Lashley 7 weeks ago, and pretty much says it's their sex anniversary, and that she believes in monogamy, and that she's monogamous with Rusev, and then Lashley. Pretty much this oh my God, this whole freaking segment, man, I don't get it, man. You know, pretty much said that, took issues with Ricochet knocking her down last week, and she talked about she had a visit from the doctor, and that her healthy, that her neck is good, her back is good, her legs is good, and, you know, pretty much says the sex anniversary, and, you know, Bobby Lashley this, and Bobby Lashley that, like, dude, I don't need to hear how good Bobby Lashley's dick is to you, okay? Why are we here now? Didn't he break it a week ago? Now it's the best thing you've ever had. It's the best. It's the best thing she's ever had. And, pretty much she took a visit to the doctor, and she's all good, but she's 9 weeks pregnant, and the fans start to boo. But then next thing he says, if you do the math, 9 weeks, she didn't start doing Lashley till 7 weeks ago. So she starts getting pissed, calling Rusev a son of a bitch, and that bastard, he put this Maka thing, and I don't know what language she was speaking, either in Bulgarian or Russian or whatever her accent is this week, but she said she's fat here, she got stretch marks there, nothing wasn't right this, nothing wasn't right that, Rusev is a bastard, blah, blah, blah. She's talking very, very, very fast. I can't understand any words that going. This segment sucks, but Rusev Day chants happen. Lana pretty much talked about saying, I don't know, like, you should be excited to see the father of the unborn child. Rusev pretty much looked confused, and you shouldn't be surprised that you want, because she said that he's a sex addict. He said you want sex on the plane, the tank, WrestleMania, blah, 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 so many places. He's an addict, he's a cheater, but now she's pregnant, though, and he says, you call me a liar. Lana pretty much says, yeah, I don't know what she said. Rusev said, I didn't call you a liar, but wonder, you know, how you're going to manipulate the situation. Yana yelled at him again. Next, you know, she starts slapping Rusev, and then she jumps on top of him, covering his eyes. Bobby Lashley comes out, pretty much beats up Rusev and slams him down and just knocks him. And then they walk back up the stage, pretty much because they were arguing earlier, saying that this is all a joke. I can't believe he fell for that. I was never pregnant. I can't believe he bought that. This segment freaking sucked, but somehow this is going to do 1 million views on YouTube or they get a lot of ratings, and, you know, it's so funny. I know people have been arguing Rusev over Twitter on this nowadays. Then people say, like, get Rusev out the storyline, and Rusev, like, hey, I'm getting paid, okay? And, you know, just pretty much counter and saying, like, well, you're all hating this, you're all doing that, so people hate the whole storyline, but even they went at Rusev, and Rusev, like, I'm the one getting paid here, motherfucker. What you got? I'm getting paid, or some other stuff he said. He's been arguing with fans lately, I've been seeing. But this segment, Lana was the worst. Lana was like go away heat out there. It was just like, get this woman off my freaking TV screen. And the crowd was just booing and booing. And I'm sure someone's going to say, well, that was some good heel heat there. No, it wasn't good heel heat. That was go away heat to where nobody gave literally no fucks about this. Okay? It sucked. It sucked. It sucked. It sucked. I don't even know how this is still going. You know, I've said some positive. I don't even know if I said a positive thing about this whole thing. But I've said some little... Have I said a little positive to this? I don't even know. I don't know, man. Rusev is a cuck, like I said. Bobby Lashley is another guy suspending his wheels right now, and I don't know where this is going. Hey, I'm fucking your wife, but that's the only good thing part of this whole thing. That's it. But this was a horrible segment. Eric Rowan came out with a bag in his hand. I don't know if it was is he Jake the Snake Roberts now with a bag in his hand or something? Is there an animal in there? And he beat up this Soner Durson guy, some job guy. And Rowan took his, I don't know, because the announcers were scared and they took the box or animal or whatever was in the side of the thing. They took it away and I don't know what they're doing with Eric Rowan right now. Is he Jake the Snake Roberts? Is there a snake? Is Damien in there? Or has he had his own animal in there? I don't know. Next, the Viking Raiders, thank God they faced a real team this week. Winning against Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster. They are the former NXT UK Tag Team Champions. This wasn't bad. I've seen Mark Andrews before. And Flash Morgan Webster on NXT. And I've seen, Mark Andrews even more. But, I've seen him more in wrestling for a while now, but the Raiders got the win. Of course, they got built their match for Survivor Series, but at least they beat an actual team. They didn't just beat another Chicago Cubs or the Polo Boys. Were they gonna fight Dragons this week? I don't know who they're gonna fight this week. Are they gonna fight the Royal Guard in the UK? I don't know who they were gonna fight this week. Ricochet was talking to Orton in the back, talking about he's going to give him an RKO. You done before. Orton told him to relax. The last thing you need to do is me getting inside your head. Okay? They hyped up Survivor Series. They hyped up some of the matches. The 5-on-5. They even announced Team Raw, which is Seth, Orton, Ricochet, McIntyre, and Kevin Owens. And they also show Roderick Strong versus Nakamura versus AJ Styles. That's a match I'm looking forward to. But pretty much the main event, Randy Orton, Ricochet, and Humberto Carlo versus the OC. Honestly, the match was whatever. It was okay. I kind of like how Orton just kind of looked at Ricochet when he was in the headlock, and Orton was just kind of looking like, this, what is this? But hey, man, Orton, he just signed a 5-year deal. Am I not? Didn't he just sign a new deal with WWE? Y'all thought he was going somewhere, but he trolled everyone online, so, you never know what Orton's gonna do. I heard he was trying to get more money out of this. Hey, I would have been interested if Orton went to a different company, but he's been in WWE too long. He ain't letting that money go. He ain't letting it go. He's been in the game too long. But like I said, Randy Orton, match wasn't bad. It ended up with Orton, who probably got the biggest pop out of this whole match. Of course, there's DDT on AJ Styles. Looks like he's got the RKO. Ricochet spins him around, but he RKOs AJ Styles. Humberto got the Humberto, he got the moonsault. Was it a moonsault? Yeah, I think it was a moonsault. He got the moonsault for the win. Pretty much, it looked like he was gonna RKO Ricochet again, and he told Ricochet, you know what you expect when it's gonna happen, but listen, do not let me inside your head, because they are on the same team for Monday Night Raw. So it's not like we didn't get no invasion night again from NXT or anything like that. We just kind of saw Raw being Raw, so that was it. And they tried to play like, Humberto pinned AJ Styles. Yeah, Humberto finally got a win, and he lost 4 different times to AJ Styles. He's not getting a U.S. Championship match again. He pinned the U.S. Champion. Yeah, he lost to AJ like 3-4 different times before, so he finally got a win on Monday Night Raw. So there you go. Honestly, the whole episode of Raw was just, I was up and down in the middle on it. I just think the worst thing was that whole Lana thing, which was utterly dog garbage out there. It sucked. Main event was whatever. Still doesn't make sense. Like, Becky can replace Natalya, but we're not going to give Natalya a title shot. We can't wait a later date. but we'll just do it now. You saw a little NXT invasions. I kind of enjoy Walter out there in a way against Seth for the time being. But, you know, I expected it to be an 8-man, and, you know, someone from Imperium was going to take the pinfall. 24/7 title, whatever. Almost whatever. Aleister Black's Dark Room, Boiler Room, whatever. I don't know, man. It's a shit tape show, but I don't know. I thought it was okay. It was decent. It was still bad, but it was like decent bad, I guess. I don't know, man. They still got time to build Survivor Series, I guess. But I was up and down through this show anyway, so I'm glad I'm able to do this review since my mouth is more fixed up with my teeth and I can talk now. But I didn't really care if I was late for this show or not tonight, because one way or another, it's gonna be bad. But you know, I'm sure people are gonna be mad about the NXT UK talent losing to Monday Night Raw guys on there. I can already see that coming too. But yeah, other than that, I'm done with this review of Monday Night Raw. So honestly, a lot to talk about for this tape show or whatnot. But comment, subscribe, tell me what you think about the show. Check out other reviews. Check out my Raw review. Check out the Raw review right now. Check out the SmackDown review. And check out my Full Gear review that is posted up online right now. So yeah, other than that though, yeah, I'm just going to end it off from here. I will say one thing before I go. I don't know what's with all these people complaining about the Mox versus, you know, Omega match that bad. It's too violent. I don't know, man. I'm not understanding that all the way, but I just wanted to say at the end. But other than that, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.